Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are. Today, I have another listening lesson for you. This lesson features a really famous American celebrity. He's one of my favorite actors, Will Smith. Maybe you know him? Let's get started. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start. Here is a short description of this video. It is from December 2017, and it's from an interview on a night show called Jimmy Kimmel Live. And it's Will Smith sharing a funny story. So let's go ahead and watch the first clip.
By the way, I just want to ask about Christmas in your house, because I would imagine is it a big deal? Is it something that you guys are, like, do you get very festive and excited about?
You know, for Jada, my wife, Christmas is really serious.
Oh, really?
Right? So we don't joke about Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, because, our family, we, scattered to the four corners of the earth all year.
Right.
But on Christmas, she's really serious. Like, she goes she got antlers, She's one of those moms where, like, Christmas is
You better
really,
be at home on
you
Christmas.
be there on Christmas, and everybody does what mommy says.
I see.
So, yeah, but...
Okay, hopefully you were able to understand most of that. Here is the first question. Why does Will's wife, Jada, become serious, as he said, during the holidays? Here's an example answer. Jada gets serious around Christmas because her family is very spread out during the year. Christmas is one of the few times they can all be together. Okay, now let's do some listening practice. Listen closely and try to write down what Jimmy says here.
By the way, I just want to ask about Christmas in your house.
Let's hear that one more time.
By the way, I just want to ask about Christmas in your house.
Okay, here's the answer. Jimmy says, by the way, I just want to ask about Christmas in your house. Let's hear it again with some subtitles.
By the way, I just want to ask about Christmas in your house.
Okay, let's do another one. Listen closely and write down what Will says now.
And everybody does what mommy says.
I see.
Okay, let's hear that again.
And everybody does what mommy says.
I see.
Here is the answer. And everybody does what mommy says.
And everybody does what mommy says.
I see.
Now let's take a look at some vocab. The first phrase, by the way, this is just used to introduce a new topic in the conversation. So Jimmy uses it when he asks Will about Christmas. He says, by the way, I want to know about Christmas in your house. He uses it to introduce that new topic, Christmas at Will's house. And then second from the bottom, you better. This means that you really need to do this thing or you will be in trouble. So usually right after the words you better, there will be an action. For example, maybe your mom might say, you better finish your homework. You really need to finish your homework or maybe you will be in trouble. And then a lot of the times while people are listening to something, they might say, I see. This is just another way to say, I understand, or I'm listening to what you're saying. Let's go ahead and watch a second clip.
But,
Jada was here a few months ago, and she told me a story about you, and I'm curious to get your side of the story. Because
man, she been putting my business in the street?
She has.
What'd she say?
She said you're putting your business in the street is basically what she said. She said that when you don't have money, which she said is often, you have no cash on you or no wallet on you, you will panhandle. You will go up to people and say, can I have money?
All right, hold up. See, sorry. All right, so this has been a real issue in our marriage.
It has.
This is right. So we've been together 20 years this New Year's.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a lot of years.
Right? But we almost ain't make it. We almost ain't make it. Right? So our family, we started a company. We just launched this company. It's called Just Water. Right?
Okay.
So it's, 81% paper bottle. And we were excited, our family, first business outside of entertainment.
Right.
And Whole Foods takes the company, and they're going to have us in all 400 stores. So it was the first day, and we're walking down the street in New York, and I see the first pallet coming into the Whole Foods.
Well, that's
and I'm
cool.
like, I'm like, babe, look, that's our company. But I don't wear jewelry. I rarely have money. I don't carry money with me, right? So I was like, oh man, it's 99 cents for each bottle. But so $2, we could both get a bottle. She didn't have money, I didn't have money. And she
Okay, hopefully you're following okay. Try this. Can you summarize what Will and Jimmy were talking about? Okay, here's an example summary. Will told Jimmy about a water company he and his family started. His family's water was going to be sold at Whole Foods. That is a popular grocery store in America, in case you didn't know. On the first day his water would be sold, he and his wife were walking down the street in New York and saw one of the trucks delivering his water to the store. He wanted to buy some, but he and his wife didn't have any money. All right, now let's do some more listening practice. Listen closely and try to write down what you hear Jimmy say.
You will panhandle. You will go up to people and say, can I have money?
All right, hold.
Okay, let's hear that again.
You will panhandle. You will go up to people and say, can I have money?
All right, hold.
All right, and then here's the answer. Jimmy says, you will panhandle. You will go up to people and say, can I have money? And if you don't know the word panhandle, it will be in the vocab later.
You will panhandle. You will go up to people and say, can I have money?
All right, hold.
Let's do another listening practice. Listen closely and write down what you hear Will say.
But so $2, we could both get a bottle. She didn't have money, I didn't have money.
All right, let's hear that one more time.
But so $2, we could both get a bottle. She didn't have money, I didn't have money.
And here's the answer. But so $2, we could both get a bottle. She didn't have money, I didn't have money.
But so $2, we could both get a bottle. She didn't have money, I didn't have money.
Now for the vocabulary. So at the beginning, Will said his wife is putting his business in the street, which is just a slang way to say that she's gossiping about him. Panhandle, this is to beg or ask random strangers for money. Ain't, this is a casual slang word, and it's pretty much used the same way as am not, do not, or have not. For example, I could say, I ain't going to work today. I am not going to work today. And then last, ah man, that is just an expression that is used to show disappointment. Kind of like how wow is used to show that you're surprised. Aw man just means like I am disappointed. Let's watch one more clip from the interview.
And she was like, well, let's just walk back to the house. I was like, babe, it's 4 blocks to the house. I was like, oh, let's ask those people. And she was like, I was like, well, I was like, babe, I got an eye for Fresh Prince fans. I can tell. Like,
You can sense it. Right.
and she was like, what are you suggesting? And I was like, well, it's $2. Let's go ask them for $2. And she was like, you want to walk up to perfect strangers and ask for money? I was like, well, they Fresh Prince fans. And she was like, no, there's no way that we're going to walk up to strangers and ask for money. I was like, well, babe, they would like it. They would. It would be fun for them to say Will and Jada like borrowed $2.
It's a good
She
story.
was like, they ain't gonna be able to say Will and Jada did nothing. But so we had to,
This is
walk
a Will
home.
solo project.
But she made us walk 4 blocks to go get $2, and then 4 blocks back to buy the water, at which point it was good because I was parched from the walk, and then 4 blocks back to the house, right?
Can I tell you something? This is exactly how she told this story also. But, I mean, the transcripts are the same, but in her version, she seemed right. In your version, you seemed right.
It's like, because she was like, I cannot believe you're so arrogant that you would think. So you're suggesting that it would be a treat for strangers to give you money.
I think it probably would be.
They Fresh Prince fans, man.
Okay, now try your best to summarize the rest of the story. Okay, here we go. Will suggested to his wife that they should ask some strangers for the $2 to buy the water. His wife thought that was ridiculous, so they walked home to get money and then went back to the store to buy water. Let's do one more listening practice. Listen closely and write down what Will says.
So you're suggesting that it would be a treat for strangers to give you money.
Let's hear that again.
So you're suggesting that it would be a treat for strangers to give you money.
Okay, and here's the answer. So you're suggesting that it would be a treat for strangers to give you money.
So you're suggesting that it would be a treat for strangers to give you money.
Now let's look at some vocab. So Will says, I have an eye for Fresh Prince fans. I have an eye for, and then usually there's something after that. That just means I can recognize this thing. And then Fresh Prince, in case you didn't know, that was a really popular TV show that Will Smith used to be on. And so he's like saying, I can recognize people that are fans of my show, so they're fans and they will want to talk to me and give me money. A perfect stranger, that is a stranger that you don't have any shared connections with, so it's kind of random that you would talk to them. Like, if my friend has another friend that I don't know, that person is a stranger, but they're not a perfect stranger because we have a shared friend. And then parched just means very, very thirsty. And transcript, those are the written words that are spoken in a play, movie, TV show, radio show, anything like that. So when you are listening to the clips and trying to write down what you hear, you are trying to make a transcript. Okay, hopefully you guys were able to understand that. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Keep studying hard, don't give up, stay motivated, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.